Welcome to TVC News at 10, the edition which features Flashback. We begin in Plateau State, where supporters of the People's Democratic Party across the 17 local government areas of the state have turned out in large numbers to welcome the governor, Caleb Muftwang, back to the state after his victory at the Supreme Court on Friday. It was quite an unusual crowd of supporters at the Yakubu Gowon airport as many gathered to see the arrival of the governor and celebrate his victory. Funam Joshua reports now from Plateau State.
The celebration of the People's Democratic Party's victory at the Supreme Court has entered its second day in Jos, Plateau State capital. The arrival of the state governor Caleb Muftwang from the federal capital to Jos, the state capital, saw a large turnout of residents and supporters of the party who came to welcome and celebrate with him. The event in the state capital caused a serious gridlock for motorists plying the highway due to the crowd that came out.
This court case has been a major distraction to this government, and I can assure you that with this put on the side now, we call on everybody to join hands together and look at the bigger picture, which is the common interest of the Plateau man.
I want to assure Plateau people that will give the governor and the Plateau people the best, as we promise.
The governor we have, and with this victory, Plateau State is in for the best. We know what he has started doing, and we are sure he will do it.
By this judgment yesterday, I can assure you that His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has earned my respect.
So I would want to encourage Plateau people to support Governor Caleb Muftwang. He has demonstrated that he is truly a lover of Plateau.
The state governor addressed the crowd shortly after arriving in the state capital, saying the time for distraction is over and now it's time to focus on governance.
I know how he was pushed. I know how they tried to use his name to intimidate the judiciary, but he refused. I stand on record to say he refused to intrude into the political space, into the judicial space. That is why their lordships could deliver their judgment without fear or favor. But that is not to say that we do not salute the courage of their lordships. They had the courage to deliver justice according to law, and we are grateful to them. We are grateful to Mr. President, we are grateful to the judiciary. There may be people who have not done well, but we cannot throw the baby at the bathwater. And when we lose the judiciary, the hope of the common man is lost. But yesterday, our hope, our respect, our belief in justice was restored yesterday.
Residents, irrespective of party differences or religious or ethnic background, have been urged to support the government. Funam Joshua, TVC News, Jos.
And for more on this, I'm being joined by former Senate Minority Leader Prince Simon Mutfwang, and he joins me from Abuja. Good to have you on the news at this time. So let's first off get your perspective now on this victory. How significant, first off, this is for the party, especially as the Supreme Court overturned the judgment of the lower court?
I can't hear you very well. It's not audible here.
Okay, let me repeat myself. I'm asking now, how significant is this victory for the party, especially as the Supreme Court overturned the judgment of the lower court?
Yeah, the judgment is significant. It has proven that PDP actually won the elections, and that the appeal court did not do the right thing. Perhaps they were not thorough in their investigation, and we discovered that a lie was cooked and served to the appeal court, and they gave the judgment based on what was told to them in the court. But with this victory coming from the Supreme Court, PDP have shown that we actually won the elections. And the people of Plateau State are happy about this. The Supreme Court have brought back the repute of the court, and that the common man can actually still rely on the court to receive justice. The Supreme Court, in their judgment, all the grounds that were brought on the appeal, was discussed. The issue of that PDP did not obey court order was proven to be wrong. The issue that the issues that was brought to the court were not pre-election matters was also proven wrong, and that the PDP did not that our candidate or our candidature as of the time that we were presented for election, that we were not properly nominated by our party, was also proven to be wrong. All the 5 grounds were proven to be wrong, and therefore justice or the court decided that the mandate of PDP, which was overwhelming by the citizens of Plateau, should be given back to the party. And I see this as a welcome development. I see this as hope for the common person in Nigeria. I see this as an attempt to make sure that democracy still remains the best option of selecting leaders in this country. And there's hope, there's great hope for the common person.
Right. And with that being said now, how do you see this outcome now affecting the chances of the party to regain some of its lost seat in the national and, of course, state assembly?
Yeah, I am not a lawyer. I don't know how this will be done, but I know with the judgment of the Supreme Court, the grounds that we were all thrown out have been proven to be false. And I think we'll sort out with our lawyers as to how we can regain our mandate, because we were elected by the people. Like in my own case, the vote difference between me and my colleagues is almost 70,000 votes. That's the vote difference. And you can imagine throwing away 70,000 votes on the grounds that are not true. It's not palatable. It doesn't present us in good light before the international community. And therefore, I believe that our lawyers will advise us appropriately as to how we will do to reclaim our mandates. Because if we do not reclaim our mandates, I'm aware, for example, in the Southern Senatorial District of Plateau State, Governor Lalong won, but only a ward, and he is today the senator. It doesn't happen like that. It's on purpose. This thing, nobody will accept this kind of issues. And therefore, I'm appealing that when we meet with our lawyers, we will take the next line of action to see how we can reclaim our mandates, because it is wrong.
All right, thank you so much, former Senate Minority Leader Prince Simon Mutfwang, for your insights on the news at 10 tonight.
Thank you very much.